Hello everyone. Okay, I thought I'd do a little bit of a live stream again today. As usual, not an awful lot to talk about, but I will do my very best. We've had a bit of a weird New York session, so I was looking for short positions. I unfortunately wasn't able to get into one during this New York session anyway, and yeah, now just basically looking to see if we get some kind of reaction with the SPX coming into support, Bitcoin coming into a little bit of support. Realistically, we're just pretty squeezed right now. There's not a lot more of this range that can be traded, and we are awaiting a break in one direction or another. So it's been really nice the last couple of weeks. Like it's been a really good range to trade, but it has got to that point. If we just look at what we're kind of trading right now, like all of this has been really nice. Okay, all of this range has been really nice. All of these BARTs that we've had recently, pretty good as well. Now we're just sat in an area where there's not an awful lot left here. We're back in the middle of this little mini range, and we're basically in the middle of everything. There are some things that can be looked at. We have come into, again, we've got the weekly open here. We've got the previous New York POC, which we just bounced off. We've got SPX coming into support as well. But yeah, it's just a bit of a wait and see kind of game at the moment. So one of those, just remain patient, see what the market is going to give us, and then we can trade that accordingly, because I do think whatever move comes is likely to get some kind of continuation. So yeah, that's my little introduction. Let's see who is in the chat. Who do we have in here? Edwin, Maz, G, LM, 18k by tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think so. Christopher, COVID positive here, send prayers. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. I mean, I just saw, yeah. Wishing you all the best if you are COVID positive. I think, hey, I had it. It made me very tired for a couple of weeks. And actually, realistically, I don't want to say it, but I haven't felt the same energy levels that I used to have before COVID. It's a weird thing. It is a weird thing. Like, I almost think that, like, I don't know. It made me very tired, and I don't know if I ever fully recovered, because I always seem to be like tired these days. But maybe I'm just getting old. Greg, Khaled, who else is in here? Matteo, Vincent, Warm Up, Hershey, Easy, Roynek. Oh my god, my chat just skipped. Sandeep, Talby, CryptoK. Cool. All right. General chat seems to be a bit of a COVID conspiracy thing. So let's get into price action. People tell me your thoughts. I'd be very interested to see what people are thinking right now. We can go over some of the price action that we have been looking at today. It's not been great. It's really not been great. So obviously within the crew, we did the New York session today. What we were looking for was short positions just here, and Bitcoin typically did not hit my orders. So what we had up here as Confluence was previous day value area high. Now this is very different depending on what exchange you're looking at, depending on the USDT pair. I was going for this one because we had Confluence with the golden pocket. We had a little OB up here. It would have filled in this little 5-minute fair value gap, all of those kind of things. You had this Confluence within that region. I was hoping we would get a short opportunity up here, and I wanted that to happen in Confluence with SPX filling the gap. Now, what did SPX do? What did Bitcoin do? It front ran it by about 0.01% on both instruments. So both kind of assets front ran the levels that we wanted it to by like that much, and it was very annoying. So we wanted to get the short position. It didn't happen, but that's trading. Sometimes you've just got to accept that and move on. And now has been a relatively decent opportunity to get into a long. So I have taken a long position from previous day New York POC. So the New York point of control that we had yesterday, which was, I'll just show you that in a minute. So we did come into the New York POC. We also had weekly open here. And at that same point, we had SPX coming into local golden pocket daily level value area low of the range. So, yeah. So I've taken a little long position, but not very much. So let's just have a look. I don't know. What can we have a look at? Here's where it's bounced, yeah. Here is the... There we go. New York session POC. So we drew this line on the charts here at 29880. During the New York trading room, we said, okay, if Bitcoin comes into this region here, because how I trade the sessions or the session templates is session to session. So, yeah, so how I trade this, USA session here, New York session, okay, I would trade that to New York session. London session, here, where is it? London, here, I would trade that against previous London session. So wherever the previous session was, that is what I would trade, okay? So this is what we've got. We had London session that wasn't anywhere near previous London session. We had New York session that came into the previous day New York close. So what you could basically do if, and I can do this quickly on here, if we do go to the session splits, oh no, I can't do it on here. Can I do it on here? Can I quickly just remove everything? I've forgotten how to do this. I've completely forgotten how to do this. Chart settings, session. Where is it? I'm not going to do it now. But basically, think that none of like Asia close London session exists, and that's what you're trading it against. So it's basically like it's only a little trading session. So that's what I've done, and that's where we bounced. Okay, so that is an MPOC. Although of course we did trade it through on the Asia session there. So little MPOC long, coming back into the weekly open. Something that we could potentially take a look at. But it's not bouncing very much yet. So we'll see how it gets on. The other thing as well was this on SPX. Okay, so where has SPY, SPX, ES, whatever you call it, whatever you like to call it, where have we come into on this? A daily level that is from back here, and a golden pocket region, backtesting this as support once again. So fairly straightforward stuff. I would be looking for absorption here and a bounce off of this level here. So that's why I'm long. We'll see how it goes as a trade. I've not yet taken profit on this, which is kind of silly because I was setting up the stream. How much of a bounce did we have already? I mean, I really should have taken profit on this. That's almost a 1.5% bounce, which is decent as a scalp, and now it's rolling over again. So yeah, I'll probably just place my stop loss at break even right now because I haven't taken profit. Whoops. Right. Who else is in the chat? And we'll have a look. Randall's here. Hello, Randall. First to Fire is here as well. Mido. Yeah. The Ment funding. I can tell you how the Ment funding is going. I opened an account and I haven't touched it since. I've literally not opened the software. I had one look at it on the day that we spoke about it during the stream. I thought it was really ugly, and then I've just completely forgotten. So realistically, I think I've probably lost that money that I put in for that funding challenge. But I think there's like a proper funding challenge out there, isn't it, that a lot of people are taking. So I will do that. I promise. I'm going to say this publicly. I promise I will do the funding challenge. I will do that. I will get funded. although it doesn't really make much difference to me, but I will do the funding challenge, but I will do it after the Bybit competition. So we'll do the Bybit competition, and once we have done that, I will do the funding challenge either on Mint or anything else that people can recommend to me. I'm pretty sure if you don't trade for 30 days on Mint, then you lose your account, so I've probably lost it. I don't remember if I opened it like the first week I was in Dubai or like a couple of weeks into it, so I'll have a look at that. But yeah, I've literally just lost that money though, I expect, because I've not taken a trade on the exchange at all. Hamza, I mean, I was blocked with reason because I'm a troll. So yeah. Khaled, Daniel told me get wrecked new for counter trading his video. Then I ended up being right, so he deleted his message. I mean, I'd say the same thing. If anyone counter trades me, I'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. Sorry, language. But yeah, I'm only joking. Everyone's talking about big news announcement for the euro tomorrow. What is it collapsing? I'd imagine. How can I join your squad? Yeah, so who is here from, let's get a show of hands. So everybody in the chat, we have some stuff lined up for the WSOT. As I have previously announced, we were planning to team up with another community, but they seem to be being a bit funny now, so we may scrap that. It's nothing to do with me, but we might have to scrap that, although the team name is still going to be Taurus and the other place. But because I can't edit it now, so we've basically been like completely screwed by them. And yeah, it was going to be a bit of fun, but we're going to do something really fun anyway. So if anybody does want to trade with Team Taurus during the WSOT, we'll probably just be Team Taurus now, but please do join us. We will be, I'll make an announcement of this later, but if anyone trades and they are in our team and they have signed up using our affiliate link, then we will basically have like a ton of prizes to give away. So I think I'm going to do about $1,000 of prizes that we're going to give away to members of the team. We'll do that as some kind of raffle, or depending on how well people have traded within that, we're going to give away, I think, at least 10 ExoCharts memberships during that. So for anyone who is part of the team, we'll be giving away ExoCharts memberships. We are going to give a lifetime crew membership to whoever wins within our team, within our squad. So whoever wins the trading competition, last time I won. So if you beat me, basically if you beat me, you're going to get some of my money. And if you win the competition overall within our squad, like we're not expecting to win the whole competition because we're just not going to have the numbers for it probably anymore. I'd love to win the competition, but that's why we wanted to team up with people so we get the numbers. So maybe we do get the numbers, I don't know. But if we do win the competition, then obviously you get a share anyway. And if you win within the Taurus group, so within the Taurus team, if you are the winner of that, you will get a lifetime crew membership. So yeah. Weekly open is not glitched. Sweeping Hawk, yes. Lifetime crew membership, awesome. Yeah, so I'm I'm not making much sense at the moment. Let me look on here. This is basically what we have planned. I can show you. Because I am not explaining this very well at all. Let me quickly... Here we go. So if I open up this, there we go. And if I open up this, okay, this is what we've got planned. So we're going to do the Taurus World Series of Trading Competition. We're going to be doing daily live trading sessions. So I will do a trading session every single day or one of us within the community will do a trading session every single day during the WSOT. There will be a 2-week trial. If you are trading with Team Taurus, so if you do sign up using our link and if you join the team, you'll get a 2-week crew trial that would take you through the majority of the competition. There will be a lifetime membership for the Team Taurus winner, so whoever wins within our group, you will get lifetime membership. There will be a $1,000 USDT Taurus prize pool, so we will give that away basically to anyone that beats me and maybe raffle some stuff, and if no one beats me then we'll figure out a way for people to win it, and we will be giving away 10 ExoCharts memberships as a raffle as well. So we will announce this. Of course, the registration does open in a couple of days, so registration is open in 1 day, 13 hours and 40 minutes. So we do have our team there. I can show you. Oh no, I can't show you the team because I'm not logged in. But we do have the team there. It is all set up and ready to go. It is Taurus X and another group, but I don't know if they're going to be with us anymore. We'll have to see. If they are with us, then great. If they're not with us, then it's very embarrassing for them because they did agree it within their community, but all is good. Yeah. I'm talking too much. This is very bad. I will post it on Discord. So yeah, as soon as this stream is done, I will post all the links and everything. Also, apologies to anyone who is not receiving the 100% fee rebate. So we should... Basically, we've got a deal with Bybit that for the next 30 days or for 30 days, anyone signing up within this month, if you sign up within this month, you get 30 days 100% rebate on all of your maker orders. So anything limit. So any orders at limit, you'll get 100% rebate. But as basically, there's been a load of people complaining that this isn't actually happening on their account. So I am chasing this up. It is applied because it works for me. It works for the account that I'm testing it with, but I do not know why it's not being applied for other people. And apparently customer support have been saying that it's not there. But I promise you it does exist. We have been offered it. It is there. It has been agreed upon. It has been accepted. And we are working on making sure that it works for everyone who has signed up, basically. Because we want to give you guys lots of nice things. Yeah. Anyway, price action. Let's talk a little bit about price action because I'm just talking about other stuff right now. Or I'm just going to have a look at the chat. What I will do, just quickly actually. So this here is the link to WSOT. So I've just posted that into the chat. Registration isn't open, but when it is open, I will post a link into the Discord that gives you guys the link to take part and to join our team. And secondly, this is the link. So if you are not already part of the crew and you do want to take advantage of the 2-week trial that we will be doing during the competition with daily trading rooms, with all of that kind of stuff, then this is where you can sign up to our Bybit link, where hopefully you'll receive 100% discount on limit orders. Hopefully it's working for some people, but it's not working for everyone. So we're working on it, but that is the link where if you sign up to that and you join our Taurus team and you are not already in the crew, then you will be given a 2-week trial crew membership. We're going to announce it all. I'll announce it all. It's confusing. I haven't even figured it out myself yet. So yeah. Edwin, thank you for bringing me back onto price action. So, yeah, let's have a look at Ethereum. What I think I'm going to do, because Ethereum's kind of interesting. So this is what we've been looking at for a while on ETH, and it had this channel for quite some time. It broke down. We were expecting it to break down. That is what we were looking at. And we've just basically come down and taken out some kind of significant lows, right? So this is the lows that we had from October 2021. Now we do have all of this that I do still think potentially we could be looking for a move down here. We could be looking for that like 0.05 BTC level. Realistically, that's what I would like to see on Ethereum before I really get interested, is like nice round number. You're taking out these lows, you're coming into a nice OBs, high time frame levels, that kind of thing. So if we were to get a move down to that 0.05 BTC level, then that would be pretty good for me. However, maybe there's a bit of a relief rally that we do get on this sometime soon. We also have, there's confluence here, isn't there, as well, for that 0.05. If we do go from here, you can see golden pocket, okay, 0.05 there. And this is on the BTC pair. So realistically, until we get the BTC pair coming into an area of support, I'm not looking too much at trading this. I don't think it looks good from a Bitcoin perspective. It's a nice little range. You're down at the lows of the range. It's kind of okay. You might get a bit of a relief rally off of this, but realistically, I'm not looking too much at Ethereum right now. However, I know that they're now proof of stake, aren't they? That's working on testnet. So whether or not that's significant, whether that gets a bit of hype back into ETH, we'll have to wait and see. Of course, the support that we're at and have been at for ages is basically a weekly order block that's just been there since forever, and that's just the same support that we keep on bouncing off at the moment. So that's ETH BTC. I'm not too interested in that. And again, the ETH USD pair, I do like that it's holding here. And again, I do think that there is a relief rally that's possible, but I would expect it to be just a relief rally at this stage. So this is what I've charted for it. Because I'm not particularly trading it, I think realistically I would be looking up towards that monthly level, which is the one here. Significant, yes, because we've closed below it for the first time. So if we were to get a move back up to 2,270 kind of region, I would expect that to be fairly important resistance. You've also got a daily order block within that region, okay, and it's also coming back into this previous support. So support order block, creating this descending triangle type thing. If we do pop up out of here, I would be looking for 2,270 to be pretty significant resistance. So yeah, not expecting too much on Ethereum right now. However, just looking at it on the chart, it's holding quite well within this region. So if you did want to get into a long position, your invalidation is kind of clear, because it's doing these just consecutive lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and equal lows. It's relatively easy to get into. If you are looking up, then you could be getting into a long position here without too much of a risky invalidation, and you've got some kind of trade along these lines. It's not one that I'm going to be taking. You'd have to be aware of an SFP of the lows, but you'd basically be looking at something like this. So that's yeah, kind of what I'm looking at. But it's too early. I'd much rather see this just squeeze into an area, become dead for a bit, and then you get a nice pop up out of it. Yeah, not anything else really on Ethereum. You're holding within value area low of the range, I think. No, this must be the POC now. No, value area low. Okay, so POC is higher. You're below value area low. But you do have a high volume node here. So you got this little double distribution thing. So whereas like Bitcoin is... I'm improvising right now. Bitcoin had like a little range like this that was downtrending, and now it's holding like a range above. So Bitcoin looks like this, and Ethereum basically looks like the opposite of that, right? Is that interesting? I don't even know. It's Ethereum. Not trading it. Not trading it much at the moment. Yeah, altcoins are just not doing very much. It's doing the same thing as always, where as soon as I go live, price stops completely. It completely stops moving. That's not even a correct sentence. It's really painful to do a live stream on this and to actually think of things to talk about is, oh man, it's very difficult. Ask me some more questions. Smash up the likes as well. And of course, as always, if there is anybody that is new to the stream, then welcome. Again, apologies that we've not got much to talk about. That's just the way the market is today. I did want to get on and do a stream. But if you are new, then please do check out TaurusCryptocom. Okay, it is there, flashing on your screen, TaurusCrypto.com, and there you can find more about our community. You can see more videos that we've done on here. You can check out our partnerships. So we've got Bybit, KuCoin, ExoCharts, HyperTrader, blah, blah, blah. You can also learn more about the crew. So within the crew, we do our trading rooms. So we do London Open, New York Open, Asia Open trading rooms. We've got thousands of hours of educational content for that is available within a server for anyone to watch. We also record all of the trading rooms that we do, and these are live trading rooms that we do pretty much on a daily basis at different times of the day. We have playbook strategies that are things that you can just basically like paint by numbers trading ideas and so on. And then you can see some testimonials down at the bottom here. We actually need to add a few more of these because thank you to anyone who has added a new testimonial. I will put that up on the website very soon. That's enough of that. Khaled, check out the daily chart. Would you consider yesterday's candle a bullish swing failure pattern or a bearish rejection? Let's have a look. Daily chart. I'm going to go onto a clean chart here. It does seem like we're moving up a little bit, which is good. So the fact that I haven't taken profit on this long position is okay because it looks like I'm going to be able to get an opportunity to take profit now. Okay, so here is the daily chart. Yesterday's daily candle looked pretty good. Okay, so it did look pretty good. You've got like a reversal hammer kind of thing on here. Of course, it would have been very nice if it did close green, but you do have a relatively decent daily candle, and what today has done has basically just come back in to test the lows of the prior day again and back into that weekly open. So from that perspective, it was a pretty good candle yesterday. This one not engulfing, not doing anything too dramatic, another inside day kind of thing. It's what you would expect, is a little bit of a pullback before continuation, but I wouldn't say on either hand it's like, yeah, it doesn't massively change my bias either way just from a single candle there. It's just like we've seen things like this happen before. You had a nice reversal candle at the bottom there, and what happened? You had a bit of a move up out of that. On this occasion, it's, yeah, whatever. The weekly as well was quite interesting because we had the same thing, that little like reversal hammer down at the bottom after getting these long wicks down into support. And again, we're looking at that. That was the first one in, like, we had 9 red weeks, didn't we? And then finally we got a green candle close. But yeah, nothing too significant. And yeah, nothing too significant. And then if we're just looking at the range here, it is kind of spent. So I do think that this range is spent. I do think that we're going to see a move out of it in the next few days. Direction of that, I would have to say we are holding above the POC. So therefore, just the fact that we are holding above the POC does make me slightly favour a move to the upside, in which case I would be looking at 34k as a target for this. So if we are to move up to break out of this range, I would be looking for 34k as a target, 34k, 34,400 kind of region. You've got the daily level there, you've got this 4-hour block, you've got this, yeah, so everything's there within this region. Nice little block, daily level, those kind of things. Confluence up in that area if we are to move up. If we are to roll over from this point, then yeah, we've got a daily level down here at 28,580. That I think would be important because that one has not yet been tested. That's the only daily level on this chart that hasn't been tested. And we do have an MPOC down there as well. So 28,580 is the daily level. And the MPOC is basically, yeah, 27k. So if we are to get a bigger move down, then that 27k becomes quite interesting as well. And then, of course, there is 27,750, which is still there. Okay, so we do still have the potential that if we do roll over, expect a little bounce off of this. I would definitely expect to bounce off of this 2021 low by taking out all of these lows, but then we do also have 27k as overall point of control as well. Yeah. Warm up, yeah, as a candle, I think it is. Again, I've not looked at candle names for such a long time, but yes, I'm pretty sure that is a hanging man candle reversal thing. Yeah, it is. But usually with those, you'd look for them at the end of an uptrend, right? So. It's this kind of thing. Greg, why'd you use EXO over Quantower? Because I like EXO. And I didn't like Quantower when I was using it. But it's been a while since I used it. It is a hangman, of course, yeah. My brain is not functioning, as you can see. And yes, Hamza, exactly. So as I said, you would look for that to be at the top of an uptrend, for that to actually have any significance. It's in the middle of a range, so, I mean, the daily candle just... Yeah, it's nothing. It's all a bit of meh. Nice demand zone between 29.3 and 29.7 with that naked point of control at 29.534. So yeah, same region, right? We've got the previous day point of control down there at 29.500 as well. So yeah, 29.534. Previous day point of control. I just feel we're going to get a little bit of a pop-up towards the close, but we're not getting any price action here at all. DXY's had a bit of a bounce. Again, you could TA this. Where's that? Golden pocket. Easy peasy. So DXY coming into golden pocket as resistance, and SPX coming into golden pocket as support. Both of which have seen little rejection and a little bounce. So are we going to get some continuation from that? SPX has been trading quite nicely. So if we are going to get a move up, I would expect to move up to hit this weekly level. I think that you've got a decent little range here. Again, you could be looking at some kind of downtrend consolidation type of thing. But once again, I do think favouring a move to the upside on here. Sorry, warm up. Yeah, do my journaling question, please. Copy and paste it 3 times already. I don't. So the thing is with... I used to journal all of my trades and things, but once you've realized what works, and I just have a system that works for me, I'm pretty comfortable within that system, unless I start losing money or I start losing trades regularly and what I trade doesn't work. I don't journal anymore. I used to, and it was really, really helpful to help me to find what works for me as a trader. But I spend a lot of time doing analysis on the charts. I spend a lot of time obviously doing things like this, and journaling is just, for me personally, a waste of time. It no longer helps what I'm doing. I will now and again, if I've made a mistake or if there's something I need to improve upon, or if I want to develop some kind of new strategy, then I will journal that. And there are new playbook strategies and things for the future, so we are going to be starting to do those again soon. We have been, like myself, coaches and stuff, we've been journaling, basically gathering data, gathering results for new playbook strategies. But apart from that, no, I don't. I mean, my journaling is basically, my accountability is here. So I basically, like any trade I'm in, I'm making it public that I'm in a trade. So yeah, that's kind of my accountability rather than journaling now. Off crypto, no apologies from Taurus, just asking. I heard about this. I don't know what it's all about. I haven't seen the video. But yeah, I'm going to officially apologize to anyone who doesn't like me. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry if you don't like me. There we go. There's my apology. I'm very sorry if you don't like me, but I don't care. Sandeep, some of us in the crew do journal. Yes. Yeah, a lot of people in the crew do. I know Luxury does. Luxury still does a journal because, again, I've been doing this for like 5 years now. So I did journal when I was doing it for less time. I should really take profit. I keep forgetting that I'm in a trade right now. That's fine. I'm going to leave it a bit longer. Whoa, up. Luxury is doing it, and he will beat you in WSOT or whatever the name of that competition is. Yeah. I hope so. I really do hope so, because Luxury puts in like so much work. And yeah, I would love to see him win the competition. Hershey, how would you structure the journal entry out of interest? So the way I used to journal things was, And I never really used like a proper way of doing journaling, because when I used to journal trades, it like the stuff that exists now, like we have Ed Sheet, we've got Coin Market Man. I've got Coin Market Man, and I do have an account on that, but it's not something I really check. The way I used to journal, and I mean Taurus has been around since 2017, and it used to be a closed community. So before I made it public, and before I did videos, and before I did all of that kind of thing, basically I was like pretty old school. I used to do the whole Discord thing, and I used to have a group of people that I used to trade with. That gave me some accountability. I used to post my trade setups, and I used to just write if they worked out, if they didn't work out. I really wasn't a very good trader back then, but that did help me to find out. Basically, by journaling, I found out what is really bad for me to do. So, yeah, I would just post setups. Every time I'd lose, I'd be like, why am I making these mistakes? Why am I being such an idiot? And then by having that accountability, by sharing it with other people, then I started, yeah, basically just to learn the stuff that's just useless. So I very quickly learned that trading patterns, trading breakouts, trading moving averages, trading just based off of the oscillators, for myself anyway, was just useless. I just kept losing trades over and over and over again by trading them, getting really bad entries. Yeah, maybe the overall idea was right, but I'd get stopped out of them too quickly. I'd do all of this kind of stupid stuff. So yeah, that kind of old school style of journaling was quite useful for that. Now that you've got Ed Sheet, Coin Market Man, things like that, it tells you everything that you need to know anyway. So yeah, I would definitely recommend yeah, Ed Sheet and Coin Market Man for journaling, because it's just all automatic. And if you're very lazy like I am with that kind of thing, not with everything, but if you're very lazy with journaling, then that is pretty useful. Michael Doran, is there a minimum you need to trade in the competition? Yes, 500 USDT. So if you do, yeah, if you're going to trade the competition, all you need is 500 US dollar tether, and you can trade the competition. So yeah. Jacob, after what time did you become confident and started making some nice money? Basically after, like, I've explained this a few times during streams. I'll do it again because we've got nothing else to talk about, and it's just nice for me to like hop on and just to do a random stream like this. I started trading during or just before the 2017 bull run. I did okay out of it. I was a complete noob. I did okay from the initial bull run in 2017 because I bought early, and that got me really hooked into crypto just as a whole, so just into the whole ecosystem, into everything there. I managed to cash out a bit up towards the highs. So in December 2017, I managed to cash out. Now that was mainly because I had to buy a house. So I did okay from there. Then throughout the whole of 2018, that whole bear market, I just threw away everything else that I had made during that 2017 run. So for about 8 months, roughly, it wasn't quite a year that I was doing really bad trading for, but I'd say for a good 8 months, when Bitcoin was in this nasty downtrend from like 18k down to 6k, I was just losing money consistently, and I lost more than more than I'd made during the initial 2017 bull market. Then what happened, I can just throw a chart up so people have an idea of the kind of process I went through. So all of this here, I was losing money. Okay, so about 8 to 10 months, basically, I was losing money. You're going up towards, 2018, end of 2018. I wasn't really trading so much this. I was okay for that because I managed to cash out. But within this whole range here from like February towards like October, I was just consistently losing all the way down. And then we did that and I lost an account. After that happened, that was a big lesson for me, and I spent the next 6 months during this whole accumulation phase of just trading really boring shit. So just the most boring, mundane price action you could possibly imagine. That was the bear market. That was the proper bear market. I would trade that, and I'd just start to learn, and this is when I was journaling properly. This is when I was having accountability for my trades. I was just doing little scout movements, little trades within this region. And then that's when I kind of learned everything about range trading within this period of time here. That's when I learned like when to trade high time frame levels. That's when I learned about basically trading properly, Fibonacci's, inside day candles, all of those kind of things was within this zone here back in end of 2018, early 2019. Then, of course, we had another nice run up. I did really well during all of this. And at this point here, this is when I started to really become like profitable with my trading, was just during this range. When we had greater volatility, I'd kind of learnt the skills I needed to during the really boring, mundane, horrible price action, kind of similar to what we've got now. For a lot of people, this is really dull to trade. Like, you look at how similar the price action is now to basically how it was back here. Very similar kind of stuff. And then once we started to get more volatility, I was able to get into better positions. So there were some really nice trades that I was taking through here. This uptrend in particular, I made a lot of money on. And then I lost a lot of it again during the COVID crash. Again, I got a little bit cocky up at the highs. We started to see all these BART patterns like we're seeing now again. So if we do go into this region, if anyone was trading this, you can remember that basically Bitcoin was doing this, boom, 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 like for ages. And it was just doing that. And then it started to do it like as a downtrend. And then it started to become like really difficult to trade. So I ended up losing a little bit of money on that. And then, of course, we go into the latest bull market, and yeah, that's when it all became very simple, very easy to trade from then on. And just, yeah, still improving all the time. Like, I'm always looking for new ideas, I'm always looking for new kind of strategies, new things to do when I'm trading. So yeah, that's my story. That's my life story of trading. I could do a video on range trading. I mean, I don't really know how, like, short the highs, long the lows, right? What's this? Oh, that's this. Yeah. I don't know how else to do a video on range trading. We've got 40 likes. Let's get these likes up a little bit. We've got over 100 viewers in here, which is more than 40 likes. So everybody smash up the likes if you would like to. If you would like to like the video. I am going to wrap things up in a minute because we've really got nothing to talk about. This is more of just a general chit chat. Emmanuel, were you over leveraging or kept failing to use stop losses? So when I started trading, leverage didn't exist. So we couldn't trade on leverage. It just wasn't anything that you could do. So again, going back over to here, this being we on Coinbase? Yeah, there's history there. Yeah, leverage only kind of started. I mean, you could trade on leverage here, but I wasn't really using BitMEX and stuff at that point. I was using Bittrex and I was using Binance. So during all of this, I was using like the older exchanges. It took a while for Binance to be able to offer leverage trading, and it wasn't until... So for all of this, I was just getting chopped up on spot, which is silly because it's really difficult, because you have to be much more... you're not having the exchange telling you what you're winning or losing. You're just basically losing money on spot, and you don't really have that data available like you do with a futures exchange telling you the percentage of profit or loss you're making. It's all on you. I was using this silly portfolio management stuff. So yeah, getting chopped up within that. It was around here that I started to use some leverage, that I started to trade futures, and basically this is when this little region here was when I was on BitMEX every day, being like a BitMEX ape, and just high leverage trading, especially during this. Made a ton of money, then lost most of it during the COVID crash, and then after the COVID crash I stopped using BitMEX because I lost my BitMEX account. And then I just focused on Binance and Bybit and stuff from then. Man, it's been some journey. It's been some journey. Martin V, what was the turning point in your trading journey? What made you click with the charts? Basically, yeah, it's like I said back here. This is when I learned actually to trade properly, because realistically, what I thought was like, at this point, everyone was out of crypto. I wasn't sure if it was going to be coming back. I just thought, okay, cool, I'll just try and make a bit more Bitcoin. If it bounces back at some point, then great. If it doesn't, then who cares? I've already lost most of it anyway. So it was at that region in end of 2018, early 2019 that I really started to learn how to trade properly. Yeah, Roynek as well. Once you fully understand risk management, your trading will move up a notch for sure. Technical analysis is the easy part. Like, I always say this, so whenever I have like a one-to-one or whenever I'm doing coaching and things, I always explain like what you need to learn, and what the most important part of being a trader is not the technical analysis. Like, anyone can learn how to draw a fib, anyone can learn how to draw high time frame levels. It's nothing new. We're doing stuff that's been around since like the 1800s, since and TPO stuff that's been around since the 1970s. So basically, for like all of our lifetimes, there's nothing new with technical analysis. Realistically, yes, you can look at order flow, you can look at all of those kind of things, but with TA, there's nothing like massively game changing that you need to keep up with. It's all information that's been around for a long time. It's just like learning a language. So the technical analysis part is the easy part, but it's learning risk management, it's learning your own psychology, it's learning what really works for you that makes a big difference when you are trading. So for me, I'm not a particularly disciplined person. I had to really work on the risk management side of things, which is why that really dead, awful range at the end of 2018, 2019 worked really nicely for me, because there was no FOMO. So I could just trade that range thinking like, okay, I don't care if Bitcoin dies. I'm just going to see what I can do with this, see if I can make a little bit of money every day to pay some bills, to try and scrape back a little bit of what I've lost. That was when it really became important, because it had taken the focus away from, oh, this is crypto, it's going to make me loads of money, it's going to like change my life, I'm going to become financially free, I'm going to do all of those kind of things, Bitcoin's going to pump, it's all going to go to the moon, I'm going to be a millionaire. It took away that thought process. And basically, because it was really boring, there was no one trading it, I could just think, okay, you know what, I just want to make a little bit every day, focus on that. And that's really when it started to click for me. And that's still the way that I trade now. Like, I will trade a bear market in order just to make, it's like a job. Trading's like a job to me. And that's the best way to look at it, because when you start chasing things, you're just going to get like completely chopped up. Like for today, for example, I didn't see an opportunity. Like, I wanted to take a short here. The short didn't come. I tried a little VWAP long, it failed, and it took like hours until I got into another position. And that's the kind of thing, there's no yeah, I don't feel like I have to be making a trade all the time. I'd happily sit around on the charts, wait for like a day or 2 days for an entry that's nice, and then just trade it when the opportunity's there. Mohammed, where can I find your advanced level courses? So yeah, we do. So again, if there is anyone new to the channel, then please do visit TaurusCrypto.com. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, do visit TaurusCrypto.com. It is there in the corner of your screen. This is where you can find out more about our community, and we do have the crew membership. So the crew membership is basically much more in-depth kind of analysis, looking at the charts every day. If Bitcoin moves, if the markets move in general, then we're going to have it covered. We do live trading sessions. We have loads of educational content within there. We've got playbook strategies that are very simple trading strategies that you can use and you can implement every single day. Like, these are day trading strategies, scalp trading strategies, so things that you can use every single day when you're trading. We've got private tuition and mentorship opportunities. We have exclusive templates, the things that you're seeing on ExoCharts and everything there. The other thing that I do want to mention today is I haven't been doing this for a while, but we are doing one-to-ones again now. So myself and Luxury, we may be adding a couple more people onto this very soon, but for now, myself and Luxury are offering one-to-one sessions. We are offering those out, so if you do click on the one-to-ones on the website, then you can just click on this here, and if you would like a one-to-one, then you can book a session. Okay, you can go on staff member, you can click on Luke, for example, you can check next availability, and you can go, oh look, Thursday the 9th of June, I have availability tomorrow night. So if anyone would like a one-to-one tomorrow night, you can check on my schedule, and then you can basically go through and you can book a session on here. So if anyone's looking for one-to-ones, that's stuff that you can do as well. So that's like a little new addition that we haven't really spoken too much about on the website, but that is there. So yeah, TaurusCrypto.com if you would like to learn more. There's still nothing to talk about with the price action. I'm still waiting to take profit on this long position. Do you still work on your music stuff now? No, I do like a little bit, but more as a hobby. There's a few people I still work with on music, but yeah, no. I don't have the time. I really do not have the time anymore to work on music. It's just, yeah. Jacob, the one-to-ones. So, again, I will just go back onto here just because we've got the question. So the one-to-ones will be over Zoom. So once you go in and you do this, if you go book now, let's just go onto here. Let's go staff member. Let's go Luke. Let's just go check next availability. Let's try and book this in for me. You can go onto here. You see one-to-one session, 9th of June at 8 o'clock. Zoom, link to be provided. Luke, 1 hour. So this is a 1 hour session. And it's basically, you can just go over anything you want. We do have like set ideas and set plans, so if you want to go through, like, what I tend to do with people is just ask a little bit about their trading history, their trading background, to find out what it is they're struggling with, different aspects of TA that they need help with, trading psychology and things as well. So we go and do all of those kind of things, then you just click next, and then you just go through to a little booking page, blah blah blah, all of that kind of thing, and then you'll get given a link. So that's all how it works. Ape Mafia. Yeah. Thomas, what was your job before you became a trader? I was a sound engineer and music producer. So I used to work with bands and musicians and stuff, and the room I'm in now was built originally as a recording studio. So this is a recording studio that's attached to my house. It's all nicely soundproofed, which is great for live streaming because I can do my live streams in here without having to annoy any of the neighbors, annoy any of the dogs, annoy the girlfriend, all of those kind of things. I don't have to do anything like that. So yeah, it's a soundproofed room. This is a recording studio. That's what I used to do, and I used to do live sound as well. So I used to go off on tour and things, and make people sound good, basically. Yeah. Oh, this price action is so boring. This is so boring. How did I like that job? I loved it. I used to do it. I did it all the way up until COVID. Like that's really what changed things for me. Was I was trading. I've been trading since like 2017, but hello, take profit time maybe. I've been trading since 2017, but it wasn't until 2020, until COVID, that it really forced me into doing something different. And that at that point, that's where, yeah, I just decided I'd do trading full time because I had no other choice. Previous day EQ, yes. Thank you very much. Take profit on the long position. I made a bit of money on this stream. Nice. No excess at the highs. Let me just look at this. So you've got no excess on the highs. I wouldn't want to short this. However, you have had a bit of a bounce. And you have taken out these highs, but there's no excess on there. What have we got on here? No, we're okay. It's a take profit level. You got a decent drop in open interest. You've not really got any longs opening there. Yeah, maybe a little bit higher. Not looking for a short, but that's a good opportunity to take profit on the long. So I'm now 1.5%. Good stuff. All right. Hershey, done music production since I was 16. That's ace. Ace of PC. Which genre were you producing? I used to do like all stuff. I used to be into like I play like instruments as well. I play guitar. I play a little bit of drums. So I used to, when I was much younger, like when I was 15, 16, I used to be in like rock bands, like some like heavy metal kind of stuff. I was pretty into that when I was younger. I know Jay, anyone from Jay Casper's community, I know he was doing similar kind of music to what I was doing when I was a little kiddie. Then I moved to London and I started doing a lot more like commercial pop music, hip hop, electronic kind of thing. Like I'm really into my hip hop, like rap music and stuff. Massively into that, so I started doing a lot of that as well. So yeah, just a bit of everything. How many hours 1-to-1 would you recommend for getting an understanding of footprint charts? I don't know. Like everyone learns at a different pace. I think there is so much on footprint charts to go over. Like in essence, it's very, very simple, and that's why I've done the. So what I would say is I've got like 4 hours worth of free YouTube content that's going over ExoCharts basics. I would say if you want to understand it, look at the ExoCharts series first of all. Make sure you watch that. Make sure you understand like what all of this means. So what all of these numbers are first of all, because you don't need a 1-to-1 for me to explain this. It's very, very straightforward. Okay, you got the bids, you got the asks. The colors here is your delta. You've got net longs, net shorts, all of those kind of things, VWAP, blah blah blah. Okay, so all of that stuff is within a free video series on YouTube. So if you do want to brush up on just understanding what all of this is, it's there, it's free for anyone. At that point, if you want to learn like how to actually trade it, so for example, looking up at this high, things like I'm talking about like finding excess at the highs, looking at points in which you're likely to get trap traders, points in which you're getting absorption, starting to understand what all of this means and starting to piece it together into tradable information. At that point, I'd say it's, again, it won't take lots to learn the basics. We can go over like live price action. We can just talk about what it is that I'm looking at. For example, here, doesn't for me look like that's the local high that we've put in. I would still be looking for price to go higher. But we can go back and have a look at some examples. A little bit of excess at the lows, you have a change of behavior here, you've got a drop off in open interest. If I was to put, my delta bars aren't working at the moment for some reason, but often you get these kind of things in combination that can give you a better idea of when you've hit a local high or a local low, just by scanning through and looking at things. Then yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long it would take. We'd probably have to do one, see how it goes, see how much. It's screen time more than anything. Once you understand the basics, just doing this, like repeating the process over and over and over and over and over again. Like I look at this stuff every day, and just by repeating the process over and over and over and over again, I've got an understanding of how it works. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Roynek. I will, catch you in the next video or the next stream, whatever. What is all this Ape Mafia Club? Tawi as well, music producer. We've got, I think, trading, like, especially because of, I think trading's like really creative. So I think it brings in a lot of people who have that creative kind of mindset. You're either going to be like very analytical, very mathematics based, or very creative. Yeah. Luke is not good at selling and stuff. His stuff, it's like, meh, it's easy. I mean, once you've been looking at, like, for me, it's just like, yeah, no, it's not easy. It's not. What is difficult is trading is difficult. Learning the technicals and learning like how all of this works isn't difficult, really. But yeah, trading is difficult. And that's maybe where we can help. I don't know. Matteo, EXO, I can't remember how much EXO costs. $30 a month? Something like that. Yeah. It doesn't cost very much. And again, if you're in the crew, or if you do join our trading competition or the Bybit trading competition under our affiliate link, then we will be giving away 3 months ExoChart memberships as well. So yeah. Sandeep, it's actually both, yeah, analytical and creative at the same time. Sometimes a trade makes sense even if it isn't logical. Absolutely. So €28 per month. Vincent has answered the question for me. Thank you. Yeah, that's a really good comment, Sandeep, actually. So I would agree. Trading is a very nice combination of creativity and logical thinking, and kind of analytical mindset. So myself, I always get into trouble from people saying like, I'm very, this is something that has got me into like, I'm going into like personal stuff here. And it's things that's got me into trouble before, like, within relationships and stuff like that, of basically people saying that I don't really have emotions, and I'm very flat emotionally. I don't get too over emotional on anything. And I've always been that way. I've always been very chilled. So that's one advantage that I have as a trader, is I just don't really care. so much about the emotional side of things. I don't tend to feel FOMO. I don't really want to go in on things. I don't feel like massively hyped up if I'm in a winning trade. And P will tell me this as well, like people within the team, like we've hit milestones and we've had really good trades and we've done things in the trading room, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It's yeah, fair enough. Um, made a bit of money, yay. That trade's won, yay. I'm always like very flat in that sense, and I'm very logical because I'm always looking for like the next trade. But in the same way, like, yeah, because I'm very logical thinking, then that helps as well. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm really rambling on today. And then yeah, you got to be creative because you got to, like, technical analysis itself is creative. So you're basically just, you're finding patterns within just random shit, which is realistically what trading, like, for anyone outside who doesn't trade, you show them this and it's like, what is that? How the hell can you find where this market is going from that? Like, it's literally just complete nonsense garbage on a screen. So you've got to have a creative mindset as well to be able to, like, even understand that, okay, within all of this just complete garbage random movement on a screen, you can find patterns and you can find things that have happened before. You can learn, you can use little tools that are available, and you can find an edge on the market. And if you're doing that and you're seeing the same thing that other people within the market are seeing, then it's very likely to cause a reaction, because trading is like is kind of efficient a lot of the time. Yes, you've got market makers, you've got all of this kind of thing, but trading is quite efficient. The stuff that works is the stuff that's very straightforward. So the things that work are like, okay, well, what's going to happen if Bitcoin, say, for example, comes up here, takes out this high? Every single person in the entire world that is trading this asset will be very aware that this high is here. And if they're in a long position, they're probably going to think, oh, cool, that's a place where people could get stopped out. Everybody knows that that's the high. It's all there on the chart. And you can, when you have those things where most people are, I'm really rambling. When you have that kind of thing, it just kind of works because you've got a lot of people that are trading those same levels, right? And it's the same with high time frame levels. It's the same with Fibonacci's. If you have a very clear Fibonacci pull, for example, here to here, very clear, most people who do trading will be aware that that's something that is maybe, okay, you've taken a short position here, you're looking to take profit, or you want to take a long at the golden pocket. It's all there. It's all this very simple stuff. High time frame levels, daily closes. Again, every single person since like candlesticks were invented, so for hundreds of years, literally, oh look, there's a daily candle close. If price comes up into that point, every single person in the entire world looking at this chart knows that that's a daily close. So, and that's been the case for hundreds of years. So that's the thing, like, it's very creative, and you just need to learn how to find these things on the charts. I have spoken way too much. I am going to wrap it up. Here. So I'm going to say thank you very much, everybody, for joining. Apologies again that there's really not been any TA within this. It's just been a bit of a monologue from myself talking about my experiences and stuff. But hopefully some people found it useful. Again, we will be announcing the competition, everything that we're going to be doing for the competition. Again, if you want to join the crew and you want to join the competition with us, then you will get a free 2-week trial for crew membership if you do sign up to the Bybit link and you do join our squad, our team. Yeah, and we'll give all the information out. Again, I'll do a video once we've figured it all out ourselves. But yeah, thank you very much. I will let you all get back to your evening now, or your afternoon, or whatever it is you're doing. I'm going to go and chill out myself, and